Ladies and gentlemen, I am Chang-Ray and welcome back to Lost Alpha. I wanted to do a quick video to sort of showcase some of the random nature of this game. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a early game mission. Yeah, shut up. Just to show you guys how different approaches can result in very different things for this game. These three are my allies.
Да все просто. Надежная, как танк, и
Will you be
багажник спереди.
quiet?
За хабаром удобно присматривать.
Silly man. Trying to record here. We have been tasked by Sidorovich, the trader who you met last video, to find a informant. Unfortunately, the informant, because he's an idiot, decided to hole up in a factory area that was then taken over by bandits. So he is likely dead. We need to go find him and retrieve either him or his PDA and basically a box. We don't know what's in the box, we don't care, we're just getting paid. And Wolf has kind of lent us Petruha and his loyal companions here to give us a hand in clearing the factory. So I'm going to take a couple of different approaches to this mission. So you're going to see this mission 2, maybe 3 times, depending. And I want to show you just like how different things happening in this game can lead to different results later on as well. So we're going to get right to it. Petra, let's get moving. 5 or 6 bandits. Yeah, go.
Men, Wolf here sent us some support along with the order to attack. Time to move on and be heroes.
One of the slightly incongruous things about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Has always been the fact that all of these conversations, story-wise, and when you're involved, are in English, but the random conversations throughout the world are actually Russian. It's a little immersion breaking, one could say. It's not bad, but it does surprise you sometimes. What is that? Was just a sign. So we're going to approach here, and we're going to try and take a direct approach. Just hang around here. Come on, you idiots. Not all your friends? Where's your buddy thing coming? Fair enough. He's gonna sit here. Stare for a while. He's really bad at it. So we're gonna go in. Get a quick...
Ah, we were starting to think you found an anomaly, doggy. I am relieved yet disappointed.
I'd never give you that kind of pleasure. Anyways, you've got the package?
Yes, right here. It makes my blood turn cold, so keep it in its container. You take it to the client as we agreed, and our contact will give you your pay once it all checks out. Any questions?
No. Knowing the client, I'll make this short. He's impatient as a raging pit bull.
Oh, I wonder what he'd say if he heard that coming out of your mouth.
Spare me the details. See you around.
What the hell?
Some really bad cutscene here, but it is basically just a mod, so... We're gonna take a direct approach, just sort of say hi to these guys. Guess we do not have a heal here. Oh. Kill one here. Whoa, chill out, dude. Where did you go? Where did you go? They're usually hiding, generally in the bushes. Oh, that was close. On the difficulty I'm playing, just 1 or 2 hits in the beginning will kill you, so it pays to be very, very cautious. Just gonna grab his stuff here. Do we have ammo to this thing? Yeah, we do have some. Cool. So, this seems like a quick fight. Never assume that you're done. How many did you guys kill in here? Reports say there are 5 or 6 of them. We killed 2. We killed 2 out here. And I can hear helicopter. You can see on the map the grey dots indicate corpses, so let's make a quick count. 2 in here, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Looks like everyone is dead. There are some people upstairs and such. So let's see, who survived this war? Because we got 2 dots left. Not true, how you survived.
Нет, убери ствол, тогда поговорим.
You got nothing to say to us? Yep, alright. So he survived. That's a good thing. First time I played through this, he actually didn't. Now, the interesting part in this whole event comes in the fact that sometimes people survive, sometimes they don't. Petruha, as you saw down there, survived this time, which is a very good thing for him. And he's gonna have his own story, basically, in this whole thing. Because A-Life is gonna keep him moving. I don't want to get close to that, but yeah. This is an experienced stranger group. He's neutral, and this is the stuff we want. So this is the contact. He's not doing too well by the looks of things. But as I said, A-Life is going to keep Petruha, since he survived, it's sort of going to keep him moving around. He's going to wander around here, maybe get a better gun, he's going to find some enemies, and he might get slaughtered. Or he might decide, I have a better gun, I'm going to wander north. He might head north into the zone, and we might, at the very end of the game, actually meet Petruha again. This time wearing the best equipment the game has to offer. This is because the A-Life dynamically decides that, well, what are we going to do? A-Life is a little glitchy, and specifically the sort of random nature of it means that occasionally it can actually... Well, occasionally it will, it's not so much it can, it will fuck up your game because it will actually kill story NPCs. A-Life will simply decide, well, we have a battle going on here. Because story NPCs, the important ones, a few of them are in places like Sidorovich, where he's just not going to get hurt. You don't have to worry about that. Others, not so much. And if important storyline NPCs die, you can actually get into a situation where the game just doesn't let you progress. This was an issue with the original S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and because Clear Sky was far more controlled in what it didn't suffer from that same issue. Call of Pripyat was far better at it as well. We don't know how bad this version is, but it is an early release, so it may be kind of glitchy. So I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna rewind time because I'm a Time Lord, and we're gonna go through this and see if we can get a slightly different result. See you then. Alright guys, so we're gonna try another run of this. See how we can get this time. Round up your men. Let's get out of here.
Men, Wolf here sent us some support along with the order to attack. Time to move on and be heroes.
Got a couple of friends there. Were they actually gonna do anything, or... Because so far we've seen them attack with 2 people, and we can actually get all 3. Assuming we hang out long enough. But apparently one of them doesn't want to join. He's like, nah. 3 people are better than 4 in a fight, clearly. I know math. Yeah, so he's a... he's a dingus. So we're just gonna hang out and wait for him to arrive. If nothing else, if he dies, then... Well, if he dies, then we have some more loot. So last time, if you noticed, we had a lot of people out in the middle of the courtyard. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hang out until he shows up, the third person. Then we're going to start it, and I'm going to try and head around here. See if there's a way inside. So I'll return once he decides to go. Whatever that is. So it's been about 5 minutes, and this guy does not give a shit. He does not care. He is not going to show up, it seems. We've been waiting for a couple of minutes now. And I went back and checked on him, and he's just sitting there. So we get the show on the road. Hopefully he'll decide to join eventually. Fortunately,
We
you
were
can't
starting
skip
to
these.
think you fell in an anomaly, doggy. I am relieved yet disappointed.
I'd never give you that kind of pleasure. Anyways, you've got the package?
Yes, right here. It makes my blood turn cold, so keep it in its container. You take it to the client as we agreed, and our contact will give you your pay once it all checks out. Any questions?
No. Knowing the client, I'll make this short. He's impatient as a raging pit bull.
Oh, I wonder what he'd say if he heard that coming out of your mouth.
Spare me the details. See you around.
What the hell?
Best voice actors 2014. Alright, so all these idiots do their thing here. We're gonna run around here. See how this goes. Oh. Oh, okay. That's one. Ow. Actually quite dumb. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're just gonna leave him. No need for that. Why aren't they suddenly using handguns instead of their SMGs? Oh, he's not. But he is dead. Very good run. Now let's check up on our friends. Ow. No! The reason this happened is we didn't help them out, and they wandered straight into a couple of guys with light machine guns, SMGs. And Petrua and Vicha Dominic? I don't even know. It's Russian, guys. Their stories end here. Let's take a look at their faces. He died as he lived, unwilling to be seen. Oh wow, he's a monster. Ah! And he's kissing the ground because he misses it. So I'm gonna go do something here because I feel like this has to be done. If you'll excuse me for a moment. You are the most gigantic sack of shit I have ever seen abandoning your friend, so die! Also, thanks to the shotgun shell. That's one way to do this. Alternatively, you could start the mission, blow all your allies away, and then murder the bandits if you feel like it. Since Petrua died in this time, he won't be in... his story will never be told. He won't randomly find a good gun. He won't follow me along as I'm making my way up to the court and having his own story created dynamically by A-Life, and then eventually find his way into some horrible predicament that gets him killed. Because Petrua, our friend, is currently on the ground, kissing concrete. So that's also how this thing can turn. I'm gonna go hunt down the last of these guys, because you can see on the indicator on the left hand corner there's still someone in here. That fucker needs to die. Oh. No? People let out. Where's the last guy? I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna murder him. And we're back here. This place probably looks very familiar. We're gonna try running this place all over again. This time,
Men, Wolf here sent us some support along with the order to attack. Time to move on and be heroes.
we're actually gonna let these guys be heroes. Which probably means they're all gonna die, because we won't be helping them. But somehow, seems his second friend actually is going to join. So maybe they'll win. Maybe they won't. We're gonna flank around, and we're gonna see if we can't get another angle on them while we let these guys lead into the front here. So we're gonna let them go over here, head in there, and we're gonna head around here. This fight was actually very, very different in the original version, because the factory was smaller and
We were starting to think you fell in an anomaly, doggy. I'm
Frankly, I'm just
relieved
gonna
yet
talk a little
disappointed.
because you've
I'd
already
never
seen
give
this.
you that kind of pleasure. Anyways, you've got the
The original
package.
version of this fight,
Yes,
the factory
right
was
here.
smaller and
It
you
makes
had
my
more
blood turn
options in
cold,
getting
so keep
just
it in
a
its
few
container.
upgrades.
You take it to the client as
More
we
interesting,
agreed, and
you
our
started with the
contact will
silence
give you
pistol,
your pay
which
once
you
it all
used
checks
to
out.
actually
Any questions?
complete this battle in
No.
silence.
Knowing the
Stealth.
client, I'll make this short. He's impatient as a raging pit bull.
Oh, I wonder what he'd say if he heard that coming out of your mouth.
Spare me the details. See you around.
What the hell?
The interesting thing about stealth in A-Life is that because the game... Maybe I get teleport. We just get teleported. Son of a bitch. Because the game randomly decides where it wants you to go and do stuff, it is actually exceedingly difficult to stealth in it. Because if you take games like Splinter Cell, all of your opponents are basically... They basically use predetermined routes. You know where they're gonna go and where they're gonna be. And in S.T.A.L.K.E.R this is not the case, because A-Life randomly determines where they should be traveling. So you can just stealth your way into a building and somebody has just randomly moved in a completely different way. These two idiots are not doing anything. So let's just... introduce ourselves. That's dangerous. Obviously, as was any other game, red means explosive, so... Oh, God. Yeah. That's a grenade. Let's just pop some healing. Ow! These guys don't like me. I'm just gonna back off here. This gave me some limited health, but I really need a medkit. So as you can see, one of the bandits isn't actually dead, he's wounded. That's a grenade. Why are both of these guys hunting me? That's not nice. Oh, that's one down. Second guy I know is up here somewhere. This flanking attempt did not at all go to plan. It looks like the grenades actually killed Petro and his entire team. I had a decent gun. Really wish I had a decent gun. sorts of range combats are not fun with basic handguns. What the fuck? That hit him. Yeah, this is a little bit cheating, but... Oh god, ow. Flanking did not turn out right. Had I lived, however, the thing as I mentioned before, Petru was actually dead, which means the whole story that I mentioned, where he might end up in a different zone doing different things, and we might randomly come across him at a camp somewhere in the end game. That's not gonna happen, because he died this time, but it's also not gonna happen because we're dead. I'm gonna go find some more examples of this A-life and how it can bullshit you over and how it can be very, very interesting. And I'll see you next time. See you all on the flip side.
Оружие убрал?
You dingleberry. Your friends are up there, they're wounded. One of them is probably dead because of you.
Ствол на плечо, мужик.
A-life. You did not help in the fight, that makes you a douchebag.
Ты ствол-то убери.